Do you count calories? Let me show you an easy way to track your calories with Jotform Apps. Hey Jotformers, welcome back. I'm Kimberly, and maybe it's you who are personally counting calories, or maybe you run a wellness group and you want other people to check in, or maybe you're a dietitian and you want to use this with your clients. Either way, this is a great solution for you. So I'm currently at jotform.com in my dashboard in my forms. First thing I want to do is go up to the top left-hand corner where it says My Forms. We're going to choose My Apps. Next, we want to create an app, so the purple button in the top left-hand corner. And then from here, if you know exactly what you want this app to look like, you can always start from scratch. But if not, like me, I like to utilize templates. Those get my creative juices flowing. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Use a Template, and I'm going to go ahead and search for Calorie. And it looks like we have two. We have an actual calorie counting app and we have a dietitian app. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize the calorie counter app. I'm going to click on it. And from here, we can do a quick scroll and see what this looks like right here. But I personally know that I would like to use this one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the green Use Template in the top right corner. Now, before I make any edits to any template that I utilize, I always want to take a quick scroll to see what the template already offers. So quick glance at the very top, looks like we have an icon or an image, and then we have the name, which is calorie counter. Then it looks like we have two pictures, and then we have what looks like potentially two forms. So we have an optimal calorie calculator for the male and an optimal calorie calculator for the female. So if I click on this, I can see this little orange button, so that tells me that it is a form. Now, a great thing about this is whenever you utilize templates and it has forms, Jotform automatically puts all of the forms that are within this template in your Jotform for you, so you don't have to create them, which is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit Form so we can see what this form looks like. All right, so this is the female calorie calculator. Looks like we have some age, we have height, weight, we have activity levels, and then it looks like it's going to pretty much calculate or spit out some numbers for us that we need to maintain or weight loss or things like that. I'm assuming that the male one is going to be a little bit similar to this one, just with different formulas on the back end for the calculation. So this is good. I like how this looks. I'm gonna head back over to our app. The next up looks like we have a count daily calories, which is also a form. Let's take a peek at that one. All right, looks like this is throughout the day, meal 1, meal 2. So we're tracking everything throughout our day. Perfect. And we also have snacks too, which is great. So that is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and leave that how it is. So that's the count daily calories. And we can also edit what this says, and we can even type in a description as well. Now here I can see we have a page break, and this tells me that we are now on a new page of our app. So let's see what this new page says. It says it's details. It looks like we might have two more forms. So let's look at the metabolic assessment real quick. All right, this one looks like it is pretty inclusive. Looking for a lot of details, which is good. We need that to know how to best serve our clients, right? So that one is good. I'm gonna head on back. And then we have the log exercise form. Looks like this one had what, 4 or 5 forms? And again, these are all going to be copied into your Jotform. Good, cardio, strength, calories burned. Perfect. Now, if you want to create your own form or add in your own form, you can most certainly do that. So if you already have a form that you want to utilize, over on the left-hand side under Add Element, this will be the very first option, which is Form. So if we choose Form, I'm going to go ahead and just use Clear Out. It's just a name and email type form. If we choose this like this, it's originally going to have this white background with that orange form on the side. So if we click on the settings for it, we can see that there's a lot of different things that we can do with this. So on the right hand side under style, we can see that we can change the style, which is how these are. So let's go ahead and do this. So we can see now it's starting to look more like these other ones. But for me, what I like to do, especially if it's a short form, I want to show the form in the app so that way they don't have to leave the app to go somewhere else. I want them to stay in the app as much as possible. Perfect. So here we can see we have the name and the email, so they never have to leave the app to fill out this form. And then it looks like we have a picture of some food down here at the bottom. Now, if you want to add in more pages, or let's say you want to have each form be on their own page, all you have to do is just click Add a New Page, or right down here, add a page, and then name it whatever you would like. Now, if there are also some widgets or missing pieces for you, again, over on the left-hand side, all of these elements, you can add any of these in, maybe testimonials or a social follow if you want them to follow you on certain accounts. Maybe you have videos of how to do some of the things you're asking them to do. And then if you have things that you would like for them to purchase, you can utilize the product list, maybe a specific, maybe a watch or some type of a book or a calorie counter for them. You could utilize that. And then we also have widgets as well that you can add in. But I think we're pretty good to go. I liked all of these features. Again, you can always change whatever you would like. But before we go, let's check out the settings tab, that top middle one. I'm going to click settings. And then right now for the app status, it is already enabled. But if you would like to disable it, or maybe even disable it on a specific date, maybe if you're doing that a wellness challenge and you want people to have their calorie counting in on a specific date, you can cut it off so that way if people miss the deadline, they miss the deadline. You can do that. We also have the ability to continue forms later. We also have add to home screen modal, which is really awesome. You'll see in a minute. This will allow your users to add this app to their phone's home screen. And then we also offer a progress bar. But then on the left-hand side, we have the app name and icon. So we want to change any of these, we can. I really like this, the calorie counting app. We can change that there if you want. And I also really like this icon, so I'm not going to change it. But if you want to, you can click the edit icon. We can either choose a specific image, maybe you have a brand image that you use, or you can search through all of these icons here. Then next up on the left hand, let's go to splash screen. And this is basically just changing the background color or the font color. And I like both of these, but again, if you want to change them, we use the customize option, and then we can click here to change. Let's go ahead and just make this a little bit darker, maybe lighter. So that changes the background, and then the font color changing there. Perfect. So let's head up to publish and let's see what this looks like on a desktop. Publish, open a new tab. All right, so here is that add to home screen modal. So if you would like to add to your home screen, we would just click add to home screen. If not, we can go ahead and click X. Now, as we scroll, since we are in our app, we can see I cannot scroll anymore. So in the build mode, we could see all of the pages at once. Within the app, you only see one page at a time. So if you'd like to navigate to another page on a desktop, all the pages are in the top right-hand corner right up here. So we have our home page, and then we have our details. Perfect. Now, if your user is on a mobile device, it's going to be in the top left-hand corner, a little hamburger menu, the menu with the 3 lines, drops down with the page options. And it's as simple as that. So if you have any questions about creating your own calorie tracking app, let us know, and I'll see you next time.